Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the 4th of April. We're going to take a look at Arcblock slash Tether USDT this morning. What a great breakout we had yesterday in Arcblock. Got a video out just in time before it started to really move. We're going to talk about that. Some of my thoughts moving forward here. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. Guys, welcome to the channel. Appreciate all of the new and current subscribers. Let's jump right into it. I want you to keep this in mind, okay, for Arcblock. If you're recently a new holder, or if you are a longer term holder, I don't know if you know this or not. And if you are a long-term holder, your accounts should reflect this. Arcblock has moved roughly, I mean, you could call it 3,000% from the October lows to where we're currently at. 3,000%, guys. 0.06, excuse me. And we're trading at $2 right now. Incredible move. We're also flirting with the all-time highs here. We are just above the all-time highs here for this Gate.io Arcblock slash USDT chart. Let's jump into what's going on here. We had a huge day yesterday in Arcblock. Incredible. Very nice to see. Hopefully we get some more follow through. Today would be great. If not, sooner the better. Let's put it that way. So quick recap here on what's going on and at least how I see these markets here. Let's make this screen bigger for everybody who's on a smaller device, an iPad or a phone or at some kind of a tablet. We had this pullback here about 5 days or so right into one of my support levels. It was nice to see support looking back. We talked about that yesterday. $1.63,800 candle wick down there, closed above it on the 2nd of April. Started to get some upward movement yesterday and then really started to ramp up higher in price towards the afternoon. Yesterday closed the day up 21%. Very nice. We also hit our first new target, which was at $2.11. That's this purple line in the chart. I talk about the levels above the market being as targets and also being as resistance for a period of time. Well, what took place yesterday was perfect. We hit our target at 211, and it's also acting as resistance for a period of time. How long will that last? We don't know. Maybe today we start to rally above it and close above it, and the resistance was just a little over, 1 day or half a day. Time will tell. But that level is 211, guys. We also have a higher high. We took out the highs that were in place over here on the 28th of March. So we have a higher low on the 24th. We have a higher high on the 28th. We have a higher low once again on the 2nd, and we have a higher high on the 3rd. We are stair-stepping to the upside within this much larger consolidation. So we're now back at the top end of this consolidation. We're still in a basing structure, but we're starting to trend back higher within that same larger structure. The target number 2 we talked about yesterday was at $2.31, 200 right here, 231, 200. That's in purple. We didn't quite get there. We started to rally. We got pretty close actually today. We hit a high of 228,571. That level's at 231, 200. So we still have some work to do. We are also back below 211.05. So this level is really holding the market down right now, and this could be very short-lived. This could just be for a couple hours, and then the market starts to rally back above it, taking us up to our next target, the 231,200. Keep in mind, once we get back up to 231,200, we don't have too much higher to go until we're back up to 239, which is the high of this consolidation, breaking this chart out into all-time highs. So there's a lot going on here, guys. We had a nice solid breakout yesterday. We had a very strong close. We found resistance at our 211. Today so far, pretty wide range. We are also below our 211. So the sooner we can get back above the 211 and close, the better. But right now, things look good. Things look quite bullish. I would be bullish on Arcblock after yesterday's price action. Obviously, we don't want to start to really trend lower, taking us back down to $1.63. That would just about erase all of yesterday's gains and start to turn me from bullish into a more bearish position. But for right now, guys, things look very good. We had a very nice breakout yesterday, and today so far is just quiet. Let's see if we can get back above 211. If so, keep your eye on 231, and then, like I said, above that takes you above the highs of this chart, to the consolidation that we're currently in, and that would be February 23rd. It's high at 239, 289. Things look very good for Arcblock, guys. Keeping in mind, this thing has moved 3,000% since last October. Massive, massive move, 3,000%. If you're holding it from those days and you're still in it, incredible. That's very, very nice to be holding something that moves like that. So, also, a couple takeaways that we still had from yesterday that still hold true today. We have the 786 fib level, which is just above our 211. That fib level is at like 213, 214. We also have all of our lines. These are all targets. So just like we found resistance at 211 today, all of these lines above the market can do the same thing. So we could trade up to 231, trade above it, close below it, and that's, nothing's wrong there. Nothing's unhealthy there. It's working as it should. And the same goes for everything above the market, from all the way from 243. You can see all the price levels here to 289. Anywhere in here, I believe it's going to get pretty volatile as we trade around all of these price levels here. And then once we get above that, guys, assuming we do get above that, above 289, we start to work our fibs, the 1618, $3.31. Keeping in mind our all-time high target right now, and this will change as if price can continue to trade higher here, this target will continue to rise as well. But for right now, guys, my highest target is between the $8 to $10 range for Arcblock. And from where we're at now at 206, that is going to put Arcblock up another, you could call it 280 to 380%. Arcblock has moved from its higher low to where we're currently at in just about a week or so's time frame, 32%. So we have a 280 to 380% moved back up to the not back up, if we get up to the $8 to $10 range, which is my all-time target right now. So if for whatever reason Arcblock decided to rocket today straight to the upside, and we're starting to find ourselves up here in that $6, $7 range, my target for a top would be $8 to $10. But if price takes its time and starts to trend up that way, this target will over time be increased above $10. But for right now, if we got there today, $8 to $10. So if you're in this position and you're asking, okay, what am I watching for? Well, drop a screenshot or pause the video and write these levels down. These are all the levels that I'm watching right now. They're all important, everywhere from 289, 287, 279, 278, 271, 253, 245, 243. That covers all of these. lines and all of these colors here. Colors don't mean anything. Just try to make them stand apart from each other. And then where we're currently at, right around the market, would be 231 and 211. So I just use these as a roadmap here as price approaches either the upside or to the downside, like we found support down here on the 2nd of April. And just to give you an idea of what's likely to happen with the market, is it likely to find support at this area or resistance at, this area? And you can see it trading perfectly just around the 211. Let's take a look. We're going to drop this down to the 3-minute time frame so you guys can see how these levels have an effect on the market. You can see we traded up right around that 211, a little volatile, trading above it, trading below it, tried to break out, turn it into support, and then got pushed right back down. And now we're trading back up to the 211. We'll see if it's going to really turn it into resistance and push the price, or can we get a close above it, flip it into support, and then work our way up to our next level at 231. Once again, that's the 3-minute time frame. This is the Arcblock/tether chart. It's a daily chart. It's the Gate.io price data here on tradingview.com. So like I said, all times $8 to $10 today. We're going to watch 211 to 231, and then all of these other levels getting us up to 289 to 243. We have fibs along the way as well. If you start to really move today, 1618, 2618 at 561, and then 331. And then we have the 3618 fib, which puts you at 951 in between my $8 to $10 range. Also, Arcblock does look as it's in a cup with handle right now. Look at this. We got the cup and we have the handle, although it's a little bit of a V bottom. It's not a perfectly rounding bottom. This thing is in a cup with handle, and usually you would take the depth of the cup from the high of the cup to the low of the cup, and then you would add that to the breakout, and that would give you a target. And I did not do that calculation, but I bet you it's going to put you up close to the 1618 fib at like $3.31. Might be a little higher, but I think it's within that range. Like I said, I didn't run the calculations on that. So you guys let me know what you think. We're going to drop over to Bitcoin right now. Arcblock looking good. Over to BTC, up 0.49%. Bitcoin has a little bit of work to do. We have to get our act together here. We need to start to move higher. We need to get away from this low. Hopefully it's a higher low. So far we have a lower high in place that was put in on the 27th to be exact. So we have a pullback. It's a higher low. We have a lower high. We started to roll over pretty aggressive, but so far we have a higher low. So we're in this neutral zone. We're either one, going to rally up and put in a higher high. That would be great for the bulls. Or two, we're going to rally maybe up to like 66,748, pause, and then, drop like a rock. And, that's going to be the end of this rally for, probably some period of time. It's going to be, we're going to undercut some major lows. So, of course, that resistance could also come in at 66.32. We're playing that level right now. We played it yesterday and then so far today. So we don't even have to get back up to 66.748. We could just pause right here and then drop like a rock. And if that's the case, this thing's in a little head and shoulders, and it'll probably take us back below 66.206, and then maybe even under this major low here on the 20th of March. So let's see what happens. We had a big rally yesterday in Arcblock and not so big of a rally in Bitcoin. So, not everything moves with Bitcoin perfectly, but it's very important. It's, big brother in the room. It's where all the money's at. That's why we talk about it, and don't ignore what it's doing and try to take notice too. Is it more likely to trend higher, trend lower? Is it breaking out, breaking down, higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows, etc. And then we have targets, of course, above and below the market, just like we do on all the other charts we cover. Guys, thanks for watching. If you you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us here. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Be careful out there in these markets. This is not financial advice. Where you think Arcblock's going, let me know down below.